Okay, so for my first video ever, I am going to walk you through my 2019 December daily. I like Ali Edwards albums because they are extra wide. They have good binderings because, as you can see, mine's a little thick. I have all my Christmas cards in the back, and I like including my Christmas cards in the back, but it does make my binder really, really big. I have all my little ribbons sticking up. So this album I finished basically in 3 days. This is my third album. I had, I think, 4 days kind of done. We'll see as we walk through, but before, and then we moved and everything got thrown into a box. So once I unpacked it all and I found it all, I was really inspired to finish. So that's why I kind of finished in just a couple of days. So my front of my album says Merry Everything and a Happy Always. Then inside has the really cute little buffalo check. I love buffalo check. My intentions page was just a tag. Printed that out on the computer. It was simple. It's just cut and paste. Some chipboard letters. So, and then I have the Ali's little transparency here. Trying to get a different glare. I live in the Pacific Northwest and it's rainy today. Don't have good lighting here. I have the 2019. Always include the date somewhere so I know. I hand stamped this. I had ideas of doing like Ali had the little tiny pictures for each day, but didn't exactly work. So I have hand stamping, and as you can see, kind of didn't go as smoothly as I want, or as pretty as I wanted, but it gives that handmade look. Next up I have our tree. This was from the Ali Edwards planning journal. My original one got a little wet, so I cut down everything to fit that I could. So she has cute little sayings and stuff, and I just cut them down to fit different places. I did save the pages that I could out of the album. I always include the tag for our tree. And I think my first story is always our tree because that's the first thing we do. It's technically in November, right after Thanksgiving, so we could have it up as long as we can. But it's always my first story of just my December daily. I think I had this all typed up and printed, and like that was it for this page. And then I had the pictures, so did that. We always watch The Tree Man. If you haven't seen that documentary, you should. My favorite pages is this flip out. I think it goes really far out. So this was something I had seen in Ali Edwards projects, so I wanted to try it too. And because I had just way too many pictures of our tree. So it's kind of cool because you can like look at them anyway. So, and it's actually on the back of packaging from a bag of pouches I got from Kate Spade. She has the cutest packaging. And so one side was green. So underneath where this is glued actually has like the picture of the product. And then the back side had this really cute gold speckle foil. So for my day 2 project, a hand cut picture for stamps just into a heart, glued it to the back of this, to another piece of paper, and just hand cut that. Taped or glued our card onto a tag, taped our story, and this is just our card and our letter in there. So, and then all of the ribbon I used in this year's project were just little scraps that I have. I do save fabric, like ribbon scraps or ribbons from presents and stuff, and I do reuse them. I like to. And then, just use all that stuff up. So this is actually a scrap I found in my grandma's scrapbook room that she gave to me. So a lot of the stuff I inherited, I have gotten for gifts. people have just been giving away stuff and gotten it. I've gotten it at like rummage sales, and most of it is Project Life, Ellie Edwards, or Hobby Lobby. So that's basically where I get a lot of my stuff. And then, honestly, just because I need something on the back of my little picture, is this one page I did have done, and it's just talking about my audiobooks that I was reading last year. And then I had page 4 actually done before, and it's just the little picture of our Advent book that we were reading. I just held it from the tree, took a picture, called it good. Day 5, I had all of the journaling done in one of those, the Mac version of Word, which is Pages, which I have on my phone that can be transported to my computer because I have a Mac. So I just typed it out on my phone, sent it to my computer, formatted it into a 3x8 box, cut it out, put some washing tape at the bottom, called it good. And then to go with that, I actually had some pictures for the day that I cut down to 2x2s. I actually use the Project Life app. Has different, if you go under the create and the small print, they have a 3.5x3, or they have a little 2x2. So that's just what I used to pop my pictures in there. Ordered the 4x6, cut them out, and then I added little bits of the day, Amazon packaging, a pay ticket from like when we paid for parking, we bought our stamps that day, coaster from where we went out to eat. Just covered the back with pattern paper because I didn't have a specific day for the back, and that was okay. This one I had done because this is the actual box just cut out of a special present my brother sent to me because I love Olaf, and he's actually sitting on my shelf nearby. I still have him. He did move with us, so. And then this is a good example of ordering something, just wanting to be done, but you made a mistake. So I just wanted to be done, and I accidentally cut my pictures too much for the page, and then I got to my book and I was going to slip in the pictures, and I was like, oops, I cut it too much. So I put some washi tape, hold it together just to add something extra, and then I just cut out my journaling for the day and added it on. So I didn't want to reorder a 6x8 photo because they're harder to find to order them, so I just made it work. And the best thing about this project is everything is handmade, and it just kind of adds a little extra something. These little pockets, pull it out here, that I've attached the 8 on, and I just glued it straight to my picture. I've had since back in 2013. I don't know where I got them. I think they're a We Are Memory Keepers product. And then I just had a picture of my door taped to a picture of the tree. These are the 2 new ornaments I got us last year. I thought they were hilarious. And then just a simple typed out story of our tree. This is a page I saw Ellie Edwards do in a product play last year, so I had the little number stickers, so I did just a simple page. I think I had this one done, but no picture before December. So the story about the lights, I took the little star that was here and just put it up there. This is one of my favorites. It's one picture, so if you actually squeezed it together, you can tell. And so I took this, printed it up in my Project Life app. They had a one for just a 12x12 that you could print up with just one picture. I printed up that 12x12 and I cut it down and just cut it in half and put pattern paper on both sides and hole punched it and put it in. That's in one sticker. And that's what I do with that. I think I might do that again because I actually really like that picture. And again, this was a year I was just I had just unpacked everything from our move, so I honestly in this album just used up a ton of stuff that I had. I had this heart actually cut out for the area that we lived and worked and hung out in, and I was going to do a whole heart little insert page thing that I had seen Allie do, and came to this, didn't want to do that, so I just stuck it onto a page. My one here was broken, so I just kind of smushed it onto my two and kind of connected them. That's one thing I love and hate about chipboard, or not chipboard, cork, is it looks really pretty. It's really fun to use, but it does break really easy. Here's another one of those Allie Edwards planer papers I cut down to fit a 3x8, and I just stuck a sticker from Hobby Lobby. There's some day in the life journaling. This little photo overlay is actually for Project Life, and I just hole punched it, put it in front of two pictures back to back. These are the simple stories little things, and I just added more holes to fit them in, and that all goes with that. Day 13 we went to the Nutcracker, so there's a whole story about going to the Nutcracker, why we went to see this Nutcracker, and it was a local performance by the San Pedro City Ballet. There's a picture of the theater, me afterwards with the Nutcracker on stage, and then this page was just a little collage from pictures from like the program that they give us, that's the word. No, tickets right there, and then this one actually has my name. I cut this out. As you can see, it's not like the ballerinas or anything, but it does have my friends' names on there, so I cut that out and I mentioned in here why and how we got the tickets, so I could always remember my sweet friend who gave me those tickets and the sweet friend that we went with. This is a good showing of doing it afterwards, and this is actually one of the reasons why I did not finish my album in the year. So I actually really cut my finger, and I still have a huge scar that hurts if I hit it just right, but I cut my finger while trying to cut butternut squash, and I cut into my finger, and it hurts so bad that I honestly, it happened on the 13th, but I put the story on the 14th, and I just didn't do really anything else. I did some Project Life pages that I ended up printing out later, but that was about it. So this is afterwards journaling. I did this when I was going through the album. I knew I wanted to fit it on the back of a tag, and I knew I had just found this, thought it was cute, wanted to use it up, and then use my favorite stickers. So I left room at the top, and I simply just glued this as far down as I could to the journaling, and then just cut it out and glued it on the back of this tag that I wanted to use because it matched. That we have 15 was a Project Life, and it's just layered on top of a little wood Allie Edwards piece. This isn't showing of an easy day again. I just have our Christmas village. I know it's our Christmas village, and that's just how we had it set up that year, so it's simple to me, and it gets to me, that is the story of that. So in 16, it was an extra long day. I kind of ended up just going back and grabbing, I had some journaling I did in my Project Life app again, some pictures I had taken, some screenshots from Instagram, from the actual website, and this was just my work. So it's the best job ever. Miss my job, miss my friends, but I'm glad that I have this in here and just kind of what was happening at the time. So, and then this little corrugated heart was from my mother-in-law, and this tag I remember finding in my grandma's craft room when I inherited it. So some hand-me-down projects there. I did these because it showed the decorations that the aquarium does. They do gorgeous decorations, and I always love that. And then included in that, I included all of the treats I made. I made 2 big baker's boxes with like a little one too, to fit all of the sweets. I think there's like 80 of us in guest services. And then security also shared our office, and we were all friends with them. So I wanted to make sure that they could get treats too, and then any housekeeping or anybody who popped in to our office could have some treats too. So I made peanut butter blossom, sugar cookies with and without frosting, and then I made s'mores bars. So they were a big hit, made me really happy to make all the cookies for everyone. And then these were our two favorite candies from last year. This is a card. I actually bought a pack of these cards when I was, oh my goodness, I want to think it was like in junior high. And I had a few of them left over. So I cut this down actually to use last year, and I didn't use it, so I just hole punched it and put a little picture on the back. And I thought vintage Christmas records and wrapping presents was enough for this picture. That's what I was doing that day. And then this is a good example of just using my Project Life app on my phone that traveled with me to just get the rest of my album done. So it was kind of easy. I could just print up and go. So here was my morning on the 18th and my night on the 18th. Morning, I woke up, beautiful sunrise, went to work down in Long Beach. You could see the Queen Mary right there. And then at night, I actually drove up after work and I went to dinner with my mom and dad for my mom's birthday, which was something I hadn't been able to do in years. So it was really special for them, and it was really special for me. This little Roy's thing was actually the thing that held the gift certificate. So my parents, my whole family really never scoffs when I ask for something for a scrapbook. They kind of just like, oh yeah, here. It's like normal for them. And then as you can see, my paper's kind of curled. Is this glitter paper I've had for a while, so I kind of smashed it between two books to try to be able to use it, and it worked out pretty okay. So, and then this little rubber tag I was just trying to use up, and I figured it went well in here. 19, again, 2 more Project Life pages. Another Project Life page about us driving up on the 20th. So this one should have been here and this one should have been here, but I didn't like it like that, so I did flip them into me, and I'm okay with that. Because here's us packing the car and here's our drive, just a screenshot of our playlist, some details, our cabin when we got there, and then just where we ate on the way up. Some pictures of our drive, our cabin, a little leftover piece of wrapping paper just for the back. I just did a list this day of what we did. Just stuck the number right on the middle. I had 2 vertical pictures, and I ran out of my little 4x6 vertical pages that I used. So I just used this one, cut down and stickered some tags, made it work. More pictures. And then 22, I actually didn't really have anything for that day, so I went back and I told a story about these little Santa guys for that day. 23, 2 Project Life pages about what we did, and then I got in to get a little craftier here, so kind of made like a mini scrapbook page. And then just a ton of pictures cut down, and I just cut the pages like in half along this line, and then actually like right under the sealed part, and I can have 2 flip ups, so I use the other one somewhere else. I was just getting together family, and then I had made couple of these pages and then realized the pictures were all not where I wanted them, so I just cut down the one that didn't make sense. I slipped it in with some journaling I had done on my phone, trying to get creative with the 4x6 photo again. I did use my fancy edge scissors. I haven't used those in forever. More stickers. I was just trying to use up wrapping paper from last year. More stickers I was just trying to use up. I used up a lot of stuff that I have had for years in this. I've had There's another one. I had that pack of stickers, I want to say for at least 12 years. I've had them for so long. It's bad. And I finally just was like, I'm just going to use these up. Found a place where they fit. Just put them in. Threw away the paper. I was happy. This one is actually one of those simple stories. I think they're simple stories where you just stick it on and then you have the flip onto your page. You just got to add a hole punch over. There we go. And I did include these photos of our dogs because I liked, based off of our puppies, how deep the snow was. So I really liked that. This chipboard was plain, so I just put a sticker over it. There's my mom in the snow. Just put a sticker down there. My dog and staring at my popcorn bowl. She loves popcorn. I just wanted to include little cute stuff, but not on the photo, so I just made this little page. Oh, snow, much fun. This is actually a Christmas card picture this year. On the back of stickers, when they show through, I just put, like this one just has glitter glue. It's just these little cheapy, I think I got these for like $1 at Michael's. And I just glitter glued the back. And then these two are just put onto paper. Just stuck them onto the paper and tried to cut out the best I could. And December 25th, I actually had a December and a 25, so I just put those together. Here's me and my mom in our matching mugs I got us, so I did that big. Even though that was later, as you can tell by the wrapping paper all stuffed up there, but here's our puppy on the porch. This is his first time seeing snow, so I have a lot of photos of him in the snow because he loved it so much. Here's him catching a snowball. He loved snowballs. And then I just honestly did a list of what we did for Christmas, and I think it's good enough. I think the photos really tell the story here. So I tried putting glitter on the back. I might need to seal those two pockets because it's getting everywhere. More wrapping paper, pictures. I just wanted to include this cute little tree because it matched the side. I didn't fix the light on my photos at all. I just kind of left them as they are. And then my album this year actually goes past the 25th because we got snowed in. Snowed and iced in, I should say. So here's my mugs that I got my mom and I. Here's our puzzle that we got to finish because we stayed extra. My brother and I made a ornament of our doggie's paw. So he has the ornament. I just wanted a picture of it. And then here's a good example of, I don't know if I'll actually completely finish because I do have to get 2 more photos. So I got to work on that. And I even got to get one from my brother. Here's the 27th even because we are still up there. And then our story of our drive home. This was a vintage doily that my grandma had. And I found it in now my stash of craft stuff that she had given me. And then, so I tried to cut it on the trimmer, and it was very brittle, so it kind of ripped a little, but I put it on the pattern paper, called it good, and then I stuck a 2019 little chipboard piece from, I think it was a Peasley Press mini kit, because it said 2019, I had to use it up. I had not really anything on the back, but I had this article I read, and I think it was Food Network magazine about candy canes. I just really liked it, so I to go like that, but I just folded it like this. So I really liked this. So you can see the back of the, but so I just stuck it in there, and then my Christmas cards. So it's not super crafty. I have some craftier ones, but pages, but you know what, it is done, and I have 3 out of 3 albums done, and I was able to move on to my next one. So I'm excited, and I hope you like looking.